So when you set a job as subcontracted, you'll see this additional tab in the Manage Job screen. So expanding that, what you'll get is a list of all the available pilots that have declared themselves within travel distance of the location you specify for the job, and also who have declared themselves able to do the type of job that you've specified. So you'll get a full list of everybody that's available in Dronedesk, and then you can filter that list as you want to. So, for example, if you want somebody that has an A2C that's current, that will filter to everybody that's got an A2C, to A2C of C. There's also GVC, OSC, the distance to the job, and the flight hours that they've got recorded in Dronedesk. So that's not necessarily all the flight hours they've done, but it's all the flight hours that they've currently got recorded in the system. You get some information about their business, email address and phone number if you want it. You can contact them directly, and whether or not they're in your network. So you can build up a network of pilots, add pilot to network, and then of course you can use that as one of the filters if you want to. Reset that filter. And you also get to see what equipment they got. So that's useful if you want to filter to a specific drone or capability for the job. Okay, so the idea here is that you select the pilots that you want to broadcast the job to just by clicking the record rows. You can select up to 10 to message at any one time, and then you just click broadcast job. That will then send them either an email and or a SMS text message to advise them that there's a new job in the system. In that message, they'll get a link that will take them directly to the job to view in their instance of Dronedesk. So just to illustrate that, here's a separate instance of Dronedesk. I'm just going to, they won't need to do this, they'll get a direct link. It's just because I'm on the system. So what they'll see is the job details, so who the contractor is, i.e. you, and what the planned date is, what the location is with the postcode, what type of job it is, and any job description you've put in there. So complete an image only survey. And then they can say, declare themselves available to do the job or not. So just by way of example, you'll see that they get a map of the location as well. So they can get an indication of whether or not it's going to be a complex thing to complete. So let's say this guy said that he can't do the job, so I'll click that. So it's shown as unavailable. If I now go back to my instance of Dronedesk and refresh that screen, you can see immediately that it's visible to me that they're unavailable. Conversely, if they say they can do the job, I go back to my instance. We can see they're shown as available. So after a couple of hours or a couple of days, however long you want to wait for responses, then you'll end up with a list of people who are either available or unavailable for the job, and then you pick which one you want to complete the work for you. You'll get notification for each one that says they're available, so you'll get a prompt to revisit the job and check those out. So once you've decided who you want to do the job, then it's just a question of marking the job as assigned to them. Now, at this point, you can add additional information to the job if you want. And these icons give you information about which job sections are going to be included. So what happens is Dronedesk will create a duplicate of your job in the subcontractors instance of Dronedesk. So as part of that, the job details will be copied across, along with the job location. The initial survey form will be copied across, so you can perform the initial desk survey if you want to, and provide that information to the subcontractor. You don't have to, of course. You can also advise any notifications that you've made already. Again, these will get copied across. Just put some random text in to illustrate the point. You can complete all or some of the site plan if you want to. So anything you put on here, the subcontractor will get. And you can also include an on-site survey information, but typically you'd leave this blank because the operator will do that when they're on site. But of course, if you visited site prior, then you might have some insight. So once you're happy you've filled in what you need to fill in, then you mark the job as assigned to the pilot. That then builds the job in their system, and we'll send them a text message and/or email to let them know that the job's in their Dronedesk instance for them to look at and execute. So if I jump back to subcontractors instance, so here's the job that we've just created, demo for subcontracting. Dronedesk will create the location. So there's the Biddle stats location, so they get the location automatically built, and also build you as a client if they haven't already done work for you. So it takes care of all that for them. So they end up with a job, and then they manage the job as they would usually do. So to all intents and purposes, it looks exactly like a normal job to them. And then the idea is once they finish the work, they need to mark it as work complete, and that will trigger a message back to you to inform you that the job's complete. So now if I go back and refresh your view of the job, you can see it's been marked as completed. Okay, so that's a quick run through of the subcontract management tab in Dronedesk. Thanks for watching.